Hi, I'm Internet Personality Ganzaki, and welcome to the Midnight Gaming Podcast. Here are my co-hosts, Eddie Phoenix and a corpse.
Jen, I said
Meow.
I'm sorry for the Donkey Kong Country video. Can you stop killing me now?
No.
Ow.
Okay, start off strong. Start off with the Blizzard news. World of Warcraft officially has pandas now. Kung Fu pandas.
Kung Fu Pandas.
Yeah, it's old
That's
news, but um, I have to wonder where they're going to go from here because the Pandarians were kind of a joke within the community, and now they've made them canon. But
Now they're
it
gonna go
got
with
their
aliens.
subscribers over 10 million again, so
I think it's funny
yay.
because Blizzard said the reason they did that was because pandas were the most requested new race,
And then
and they
people
probably
still
were as a
bitched about
joke.
it.
They probably were as a joke, and then Blizzard took them seriously.
Yeah,
I
probably.
I, I think the one
Um,
thing that I find intriguing personally about it, because even though I'm never going to play World of Warcraft, is if I was going to play World of Warcraft, I'd probably, as much as I make fun of it, go with the pandas because they're the only, as far as I know, they're the only neutral race, and you can kind of pick where you want to go.
yeah,
I
that
that's
actually does sound like a good
yeah,
idea.
that's what I find intriguing about them is that they're actually neutral. So it's out of all the races, it's the only one where you can actually plot your own destiny.
Yeah, I'll probably have to track you down, impale you with my tusks while yelling for the horde. For the horde! Um,
Meow.
to Eddie's alien comment, actually, the Pandarians aren't aliens. It's the orcs and the Draenei that are aliens.
I'll tell you, they're gonna go with actual aliens that abduct you and then anal probe you. I promise.
That's the next update. It's just going to be called Anal Probe.
Yep.
And that will get
Um,
subs back up to 11 million.
yep. I think 12 million was where they maxed out. So they're still down, but they're still making money.
12 million
More
suckers.
money for the Blizzard pile. Angry Birds Star Wars soon to become a reality because we got one popular thing and another popular thing. Let's smash them together and make Lego Star Wars. I mean Angry Birds Star Wars.
Yep, George Lucas will ruin another franchise yet again.
Woohoo!
No.
Actually, I don't think this will ruin Angry Birds because Angry Birds is known for being hilariously silly. It might be another black stain on the Star Wars market, though, because I really don't think those stains are going to wash out anymore.
Nope.
First they had Jar Jar, now they have little limbless pigs.
And he's going to make a canon in some way.
I wouldn't doubt it. The Angry
I'll flip a
Birds
table.
and the pigs are the Metachlorians.
Star Wars Episode 0, Angry Birds.
This one surprised me. Bethesda is taking the blame for the Skyrim problems on PS3, saying not to blame Sony for it because, well, Sony isn't to blame. And I'm surprised that they're willing to take the blame, but then I have to wonder if they're taking the blame just so their fanboys are like, look at Bethesda. They're such lovely chaps. Now let's blame Sony.
Yeah, but then again, but looking at what's happened to Bioware, Bethesda, and other companies like that, Bethesda's probably going, yeah, we might want to actually step up and take responsibility
Yeah.
before we just start,
They
rotting
should
away.
start refunding people for Skyrim already.
Yeah, that way they don't have to keep burying Sony because, I mean, Sony's already buried deep enough. Let's go ahead and just take at least a little bit of heat off of them.
Sony's a really big company. They can take it. Big fun though. Just picked up the Hearthfire expansion for Skyrim. We're gonna jump down to that because I should have put these together, but forgot to. This DLC allows you to build your own home and adopt some kids to go with your wife because everyone loved it in Fable 3.
Yeah, because what we need is we need in a free form, do whatever you want RPG. We need to have somebody nagging us all the time. That's exactly what we want. Good job, Bethesda.
I want a dog. I want a dog. You don't get a dog.
You know what would happen if I ended up playing Skyrim and having a family? I think after so much nagging, I'd probably kill my family.
That's the problem with games like these, though. You can't show kids dying in games. So in Fable games, any games that allows you to have your own kids, you can't kill them. You're stuck with them.
Can I
You don't.
grab them and drop them down an endless abyss?
Yes, or you could get them to go down an endless abyss. So close enough, I guess.
You don't get a dog. You get a Bushiroda!
I hadn't thought of that one. They don't get a dog; they get an arrow to the knee.
Okay, well, we need to ask the gods about it. Sacrifice. Hey, good news, you're getting a dog. Oh, too bad you're dead.
And then struck by lightning.
Strap.
And no news on when the U.S. will get the XL version of the Circle Pad Pro to go with the DSXL, 3DSXL, I mean. And it raises the question, why did they not integrate this into the design already? I mean, most games play better with the Circle Pad Pro, and a lot of games require it. So there's going to be a good amount of games you cannot play on your 3DS.
Because
I figured
3DS
XL.
XL.
Because
I figured out what the XL and the 3DS XL means. Don't buy it.
Pretty much.
I think most people were doing that with the 3DS anyway.
And sell better than a Vita.
Well, that's
Waiting
not saying
until I
much.
get my hands on the Paper Mario that's coming later this year, and then Luigi's Mansion and Fire Emblem that's coming next year.
I know what the paper in Paper Mario stands for. Buy it.
Exactly.
That's pretty much the only Mario games I buy anymore, unless it has Kart at the end.
Yay, Mario Kart.
The MS Surface is launching at the end of October. Yay! Hopefully it will kill the iPad so I can laugh at Apple supporters. I'm not that evil, but
I'm trying to remember, what was this again? There's so many stuff that
It's a
I stopped caring
tablet.
about.
It's pretty much an iPad that has a little case that when you or a little like screen protector that when you flip it over, it becomes a keyboard. So it's automatically better than an iPad.
Yep. See, like I said, I automatically stopped caring about it.
And it'll integrate with your Xbox, so you can use it as a touchscreen controller.
Don't care.
Because that's exactly what I want to do.
I want to play Wii U on my Xbox.
If I want to do that, I would just get a Wii U. Thank you very much.
Okay, new Hearthfire DLC. Kidding. DayZ, explain this. I get to explain this. Yay. DayZ is an Arma mod, Arma 2 being one of those grandfather games for people who want to relive killing Nazis by killing Nazis. And it's known for extreme realism, like movement is very jerky and unintuitive. Guns, depending on what era you're playing in, could take forever to reload. Just a lot of really nice, realistic, and genuine feeling gameplay. So they decided to make a zombie apocalypse mod for this, where when you spawn in, you're defenseless in the middle. You're normally in the middle of a field, and your thing is to stay alive as long as possible. And you do this by finding food and other things. And yeah, it follows a lot of the little faux pas you see in the zombie movie. Like if you're standing there about to, if you need to drink something and you pop the top of a can of soda, if there's a zombie nearby, he's not going to be happy with you. Yeah. Fun times.
But of course, getting back to this being a mod of a realistic game, what says realism more than a zombie apocalypse?
Well, I get your point there, but it's like a realistic zombie apocalypse. Like, if a zombie hits you too many times in the arm, he's going to break it, and you're going to be having trouble swinging your weapon or shooting your gun. And if you break your legs, have fun. Yeah, it's an unforgiving game. A lot of it being the zombies, after you get good enough at it, aren't your major enemy. It's the other players, because they're going to see you, they're going to kill you, and they're going to take your stuff.
I've got
Yeah.
something else to add to the idiot corner, by the way.
Lovely. We're adding Eddie to the idiot corner. Got it.
No. I'm
But
shaking
I
my
bring
head.
this up because the new game going into beta called The War Z is pretty much a clone of this, and I'm starting to wonder if this is the realistic zombie apocalypse game is going to become its own genre, or maybe work something else into it, the realistic anything apocalypse game. It sounds fun. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Yay. Could very well. Actually, no. DayZ, the War Z could become a little midnight gaming thing. DayZ would require better computers on the part of Bulbazak and Eddie, which
Yeah.
probably won't happen anytime soon.
Don't count on it.
Yeah. The Old Republic designer Daniel Erickson has left Bioware. Why are they losing so many good people? Is it because the ship is sinking? Because their approval rating is about as good as a rotten fish?
I think I have a reason, but I'm going to wait until the idiot corner.
All right. Yeah, I'm wondering about this because do they know something we don't know?
Or maybe they know, or maybe they just figured out something we knew a few months ago.
Very true. Cliff Bleszinski leaves Epic Games to further his career, but while he did not own Epic Games, he was the face of Epic Games. That was pretty much the pinnacle of his career, unless he builds a company from the ground up, which he might be able to. I don't know, but it seems like if he stayed there, he would have been just fine. I don't get where he's going. I think there could have been a falling out with Epic, and they were just really polite on the way they separated terms, but
Here's the thing. I think the thing is where this is concerned because you've lost a lot of power hitters in the last few months at Epic. You lost Rod Ferguson, you've lost Lee Perry, and now you've also lost Cliff Bleszinski. You've got a new
they
game
also
coming
lost
out.
Bonnie the Dinosaur.
Yeah. You've got also a new game coming out with Gears of War Judgment, and they're wanting to take it in a really new direction. They don't want to keep sticking to the old formula that's been working. So, are you looking at
Well, the old
possibly that
formula
being the
won't
cause of the
work
fallout, or maybe something else?
Well, like I said, the old formula won't work forever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I think it's really good in the capable hands of Quinn DeHoyo and Peter Kneppley, but I'm also a little bit worried about it at the same time. So it's like, let's wait and see what happens.
All right, Idiot Corner.
Ow.
Stay in that corner. Steam software has started up where you can get premium programs like Photoshop, though I don't think Photoshop is actually on Steam software, but it's nice programs you can get over Steam. Cool idea. The reason they're in the idiot corner is Steam is primarily a video game selling platform. And currently the new release tab is full of software no one gives a crap about. So how the hell am I going to find the new games that release? I barely knew that Metro 33 was on sale for 75% off because of this. Sarcasm. Yeah, it's just make a button. You made a button for DLC because we bitched about it. Could you not have seen we were going to bitch about this? This is stupid. Fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it.
All right there, Philip J. Fry.
Moving on to Mass Effect 3, because we got to talk about it.
Because this is probably why the people are leaving.
Yeah. It's getting a new DLC next year. This is the extended good ending DLC, essentially what everyone was wanting and what they were stomping out the conspiracy theories saying this was going to exist. Well, we're going to be getting it next spring, and it's going to be completely free. That sounds good, but why is it in the idiot corner? Why oh why? Probably because it requires you have every paid DLC up to that point to get. or to play. So it's not free. It costs the combined cost of all of those DLC you may or may not want.
Yeah.
Morons.
Plus, here's the simple fact. At this point, here's what Bioware doesn't understand. Nothing they can do at this point is going to alleviate the criticism of Mass Effect 3. It's happened. They can't stop it. They can't fix it. We've already passed that point.
Mm-hmm. They
What they
pulled a
need
stunt. They
Yeah.
tried to troll,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
costing them.
Yeah. What they have to do now is they have to distance themselves from it, and releasing new DLC and putting even more time and bringing Mass Effect 3 back into the public consciousness is not going to help. It's going to just reopen that wound. If they want to heal and if they want to at least retain some semblance and not just completely burn out, they have to say, our bad, we did make a mistake, and distance themselves from it. It's not they're not going to be able to fix it. They just need to accept that they made a mistake, a huge, gaping, horrible mistake, and just move on.
Bioware is becoming the huge gaping anus of the games industry. It used to be EA. Now it's a subsidiary of EA.
At least Capcom, when they take off their fans, they just shrug and keep on going and make some more good games.
And when Sega ticks off its fans, they go bankrupt.
The fans that Sega has left now are just really, really loyal. They really just glad
it's hard
that
to
they're still
tick
making
off a
games
Sega fan anymore. After all the Sonic games we've gotten, they would have to try really hard to piss you guys off.
In fact, Sega at this point is going, okay, we might make another mistake. Sega at least is trying to tweak it and improve for the next game. That's why with Sonic they're trying to alleviate the mistakes they made in the past. So Sega that's why Sega is keeping good faith with its fans, because they recognize when they make a mistake and they'll improve on it. They'll bring back the old creators. They'll do what is necessary to try to improve it, whether it works or not.
When Nintendo makes a mistake, they say, "Fuck it, we made Pokemon."
Yep.
Eddie, you had something for the Idiot Corner?
Yes, I did. All I can say at this point is it's probably because Sony is such a sinking ship that they need to sue someone to possibly get money in their pocket so that way they don't flounder any more than what they have already had. But I found an article that said new documents show that Sony is currently in the process of suing Jerry Lamb, also known as Kevin Butler, for the Bridgestone Wii commercial. Sony is taking legal action against Bridgestone and Wildcat Creek, whose president is now Jerry Lambert. The end result of the proceedings could see the end of his advertising career. Fucking Sony. Really? He's an actor, for goodness sake.
What are they suing over?
Probably from where he worked for them for a while.
Seriously, that should make a difference.
Let me pull this up real quick.
That really should not make a difference. His job is acting. Somebody pays him to do something. He does the job. It's not like he does a few jobs for you and you own him. Oh wait a minute, it's Japan. Never mind.
Well, look what happened to Guy Seehee. He played James Sunderland in Silent Hill 2, and now they pretty much own his entire appearance and voice and movement for that game. He never did another game. That's the power of Japan for you.
So that's completely and utterly redundant for Sony to pull this stupid kind of shit.
And they're not making fans. At this point, no one's going to buy the next system if they have a next system.
No, there's still going to be the Sony diehards. It's just they probably won't sell as well unless it's amazing. Like, I'd like to see Sony rise above by doing another PS2, because the PS2 was awesome. And I can't say that about the PS3. The PS3 is not bad, it's just not the PS2. The Xbox 360 is the PS2.
I mean,
exactly.
when your previous system is doing so well that it's still in production and outselling your current system, you need to rethink some stuff.
Totally.
Like I said, everybody knows what I expect from the PS4. I mean, it's no big secret.
Sega to take up production.
Actually, I would not
telling
mind
you
Sega
right
coming
now
back with
that
the pants off of Sony.
the
Sega
only way to get that PS4
PlayStation
to
4.
sell. Okay.
Actually, here's an interesting fact that I didn't know. I guess at one point before Sega went their own way with the Saturn, at one point there was they were really looking at the possibility, because remember the Saturn's inner workings was so difficult for third-party developers to work with, but they looked at a couple other inside systems that went the other way. The first one was what was the name? It was the same. It was the same kind of chip system that the N64 used. They were looking at that, and then at one point they were looking at a system developed by Sony. They were going to go together with Sony to make the new system, and then they decided not to. So, I mean,
wasn't the PlayStation originally supposed to be a disc attachment for the N64?
I think the what ended up being the PlayStation was originally what they were in talks with Sega. It was going to be the next Sega system.
I thought it was the original system was going to be this system attachment that was going to be attached to the Super Nintendo. But then again, what do I know?
All right, well, we keep getting buzzed, so it's looks like time to wrap up.
Okie dokie.
No, please don't push that button. Ow, 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 ow.